We are greeted by the Watcher. He is going to tell us a story of how the end of the Marvel Universe started. Currently, we are in the Baxter Building, where the first heroes in this story will fall. We can see Invisible Woman holding in her hands a dying Reed Richards. The Thing is already dead. Deadpool has done something to Reed Richards' powers, making him slowly melt and die in the Invisible Woman's arms. With his final breath, he says that their children are in the Phantom Zone, but the portal has been destroyed, so it makes Johnny the only one left alive from her family. Deadpool gives credit to Johnny for putting up a good fight right before he cuts his head off. Invisible Woman kills Deadpool and goes on to try to apprehend what has just happened. But she didn't take into account the speed of Deadpool's powers. With a sword through her chest, the Fantastic Four are no more. The Watcher turns back time to show what led Deadpool to start all of this. We are in the Ravencroft Asylum for the insane. The X-Men captured and brought him in after he was acting crazier than usual so he could get better. For information, Deadpool has multiple voices in his head. One for jokes that are in yellow boxes, and one for serious thoughts that is written in white boxes. The lead doctor that is brought into fixing Deadpool is actually a little-known villain named the Psycho Man. He doesn't want to help Deadpool, he wants to brainwash him, as he has done with other villains. He wants to create his own personal army of supervillains. Psycho Man was successful in killing the voices in Deadpool's head, but not the right ones. He killed all but one, the red voice. As Deadpool gets out of his bonds, he needs a stamp of approval from the doctor. So he gets his hand on the Psycho Man and in Deadpool fashion kills the villain. Good, the red box says. The voice convinces Deadpool to finish what he has started with the doctor. So Deadpool begins his journey to insanity. First things first, he sprays the whole asylum with gasoline. He lights a match and burns the entire building to the ground. As he walks out, he asks the new voice, "Where did the yellow and the white voice go?" The red box tells him not to worry about them anymore. He will guide him from now on. One of the first major characters Deadpool kills is the Watcher. Using Reed Richards' device to travel between dimensions, he finds the Watcher and cuts his head off. From this moment, we know that Deadpool isn't messing around. He is ready to take out everyone from superheroes to celestial beings. In no specific order, he goes after the biggest names in the DC universe, including Dr. Doom, Ghost Rider, and many more. He eventually finds himself face-to-face with Spider-Man. The two quickly engage in a battle with the usual humor. However, the tone quickly turns dark as Deadpool threatens to cut Spider-Man in half. Spider-Man understands that he can't hold back this time, so he smears Deadpool on a cop car. Spider-Man returns to his joking fight style, bantering Deadpool for stealing his jokes, but he is forgetting that this isn't a regular day-to-day fight. Deadpool uses this, dismissing his usual flashy style, to kill Spider-Man in a brutal and abrupt manner. As Deadpool leaves the scene of the crime, he asks the Red Box who's next. Red Box responds, "It doesn't matter anymore. You don't need to play to their spectacle. Just kill everyone and end this." After the Avengers learn of Spider-Man's death, they gather to discuss the situation. They are aware of Deadpool's killing spree and are determined to stop him. However, Deadpool has other plans and infiltrates their meeting. He has rigged the building with explosives infused with Pym particles that he has stolen from Dr. Pym. When the Avengers realize what's happening, it's too late. The explosion kills most of them, including Iron Man, Captain America, and Ant-Man. Luke Cage survives, as his skin is unbreakable, but Deadpool had thought about it already by putting some of the explosive in their coffee. One down and one to go, as Thor also survives and is ready to kill Deadpool. But Deadpool just redirects Mjolnir, and using Ant-Man's power enlarges the hammer, and Thor is crushed by the weight of his own hammer. Deadpool still thinks this is mercy killing. Eventually, Deadpool faces off against the Hulk. He engages the Hulk in a battle. Hulk is angry as he has killed his friends and his enemies, so there is nothing left to smash. Deadpool knows that he can't defeat the Hulk through brute strength, so he plays a waiting game. After a fierce fight, the Hulk reverts to his Bruce Banner form. Exhausted, he goes for a nap in a cave. Deadpool takes this opportunity to track down and kill Banner, ending the Hulk's life. A ton of the heroes are gone by now. Mary Jane and May Parker, along with others who've lost family and friends, are angry and vengeful. So if superheroes can't stop him, they need someone who won't hesitate. So with a reputation as the deadliest assassin in the world, they hire Taskmaster. His job is to find Deadpool and put an end to his killing spree. Taskmaster knows what he's up against. He's seen Deadpool take out big names like Venom and Green Goblin. He will be a fun opponent to hunt down and kill. In the meantime, we see that Deadpool has captured Professor X, so he can lure the rest of the X-Men to come to him. Once Professor X wakes up, he looks at Deadpool and asks him why has he hurt so many. Deadpool responds, "Do you really think any of them felt anything?" He stabs Professor X in the leg and tortures Professor X. He finally gives in and calls the X-Men to him. Cyclops and his team are the first to arrive, but they are not ready for what follows. Cyclops triggers a trap and gets hit with a laser that hits his head. The shot takes him and the rest of the team out with a single explosion. Professor watches as Gambit, Pixie, and Emma are blown to bits. Next are Colossus and Rogue. As they are making their way, they trigger another trap and are electrocuted to death. Professor X begs Deadpool to stop, but Deadpool explains that he's the only one who's figured everything out. He thanks Professor X for putting him in that asylum, as now his true nature has been unlocked and he's saving everyone. Professor X is done playing nice and tries reaching into Deadpool's head to kill him, but he stops. He realizes what Deadpool has understood long ago. The truth shocks him to death. On other screens, we see Magneto killed by green jelly and one other mutant, trapped in an unescapable prison. Finally, Wolverine also arrived at the warehouse. Wolverine is in shock and full of rage as he sees how Deadpool is handling his clone, his child, and their healing factors. Rigged up to a flamethrower and a machine that will monitor vitals, and when they start to heal, the flamethrowers light them up, keeping them dead. Finally, the Wolverine is face to face with Deadpool, as they slice through each other. But Deadpool has an advantage. His sword is made of carbonadium. It can stop Wolverine's healing ability. But he still can't kill Wolverine, not because of his mutant power, but because his biggest power is popularity. So he chops off Wolverine's head. He has something planned for him that not even popularity will save him from. We switch back to Taskmaster, who is still tracking Deadpool. He finds that Doctor Strange, along with other sorcerers, has been murdered, and seems that Deadpool was looking for something. Taskmaster then realizes that Deadpool plans to destroy the nexus of all realities. This would bring the end of the universe. By now, Deadpool has thrown the entire world into insanity. Everyone is killing everyone, and there are riots in the streets. Deadpool has even managed to subdue Puppet Master to force as many superheroes and villains as he can to just throw themselves off a building. One of the heroes still trying to stop Deadpool is the Punisher. He has finally tracked down Deadpool, and with a perfect headshot, he takes him out. But when he goes to finish the job, he finds the Puppet Master, not Deadpool, dead on the floor. Deadpool sneaks behind him. Using a puppet, he forces Punisher to shoot himself. After that, Deadpool goes on to kill the cosmic beings of the Marvel Universe, including Silver Surfer and Thanos. In the near future, Taskmaster has finally tracked down Wade. Deadpool is happy that the last one left alive is Taskmaster. The fight begins. Taskmaster attacks Deadpool, and at first, they are evenly matched. Taskmaster promises Deadpool that his death will be fast and painless. Deadpool tries to tell the reason for his madness, but Taskmaster is not interested in any of it. He just wants to take him out. Deadpool tries to explain that all of them are only puppets for other people's amusement. Taskmaster can mimic the movements and thoughts of his enemies. As the fight continues and he becomes more and more like Deadpool, he starts to hear the same voice as Deadpool. Once he understands Deadpool's plan and the reason they are in the swamp, it is already too late. The Man-Thing finally appears and kills Taskmaster in seconds. Now it's only Deadpool and the Man-Thing. The Man-Thing is a being that protects all of existence. Deadpool reasons with him, as the creature can sense what Deadpool's end goal is: to end those controlling the heroes and the villains of the Marvel Universe. The Man-Thing sacrifices himself to create a gateway for Deadpool to finish it all. As he walks into the portal, he sees everything, the entire multiverse laid out before him. His first stop is the universe that wrote this story, but he finds the writers. They are all chatting about the next story they are going to write. Before he walks in and kills everyone, he stops. He turns to the reader and lets us know he will visit us soon. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and see you next time.